moving up. Getting set now. This is one of the most interesting races of the afternoon. We see Ignatius won the 2-year-old Breeders' Challenge, looking to do that as a 3-year-old today. Shattered the track record at Penrith in a heat of this series. And many tout him as being a top liner as he goes through his senior years. They're set. Away they go. Near the inside, Mackerel began well with Ignatius. Out wide on the track, Pickard began brilliantly. Is looking to drive across the face of the field. Rattray's got to liven up Ignatius. He hunts through Ignatius and goes to the lead over Pickard. So there's the first battle won. In third spot on the insiders, Mackerel, Wardan, Bracken Sky. Everybody loved Rayland's 3 pegs. Then came Ain't No Better, Lexus with a View. Well back is the Bus. And at the tail of the field is Bella Ball Terror. 27 won the first quarter. And Ignatius was able to hold the lead and shows out by a length and a half to the good of Mackerel. Pickard breezes around Everybody Loved Ray, and Wardan drops into the 1-1. Next on the insiders, Ain't No Better. As they work into the back straight, they were followed by Bracken Sky, who races on the outside of Lexus with a View. And the last pair of the Bus and Bella Ball Terror. They've got 850 metres left to go in the 3-year-old Colts and Geldings. And the leader is Ignatius. The margin's a length. Second spot sitting behind it, Mackerel. Pickard's had to do it the tradesman's way without cover. Back on the insiders, Everybody Loved Ray. Wardan 1-1. Ain't No Better, 4 pegs. And then came Bracken Sky. The next one is Lexus with a View. And the last pair, the Bus and Bella Ball Terror. The second split, 29-8. 56-9 the half. And Ignatius has had a pretty cruisy run in front. Leads out by a length and a half. Pickard and Mackerel. And then came Everybody Loved Ray. And behind those runners as they near the turn is Wardan. And that quintet get away from the others. The leader as they swing in is Ignatius. He had a look across. Pickard's a length and a half behind. And then came Mackerel as Ignatius bursts into beast mode. Look at him go. Ignatius 3 in front. Now 4 in front of the 100-metre mark. And is roaring away from them, Ignatius. Great battle to minus. Pickard whacks away and will probably hang on to second, but Ignatius Huge has beaten Pickard. For third, we've got either Mackerel the Bus, Wardan, and then Bella Ball Terror. Everybody Loved Ray. Then came further back to Lexus with a View, Bracken Sky, and Ain't No Better. 26-9. He's run 151.3 and did it comfortably. Ignatius. He is a superstar in the making. Ignatius. He's now had 15 starts for 14 wins and 1 third placing. He's clocked 151.3. He's annexed the 2-year-old and 3-year-old runoffs of the Breeders' Challenge through his juvenile years, and he's ready to step up into his 4-year-old and senior racing years and potentially could be a real top-notcher. 12 1/4 metres. Could have probably been 22 1/4 if James wanted. 12 1/4 by 1 1/4. 151.3, quarters 27.1. That's when he had to burn him early and hunt through. Then he got the 29.8 breather, and then he's come home in 27.5 and 26.9. Ignatius is owned by LJ Graham, a roll with Joe Ashker, Leanie Gelding 3, and James Rattray, the winning trainer driver. And he really roared away from them from the 200 metres. He really kicked in and has been dominant there and done what we expected him to do. 3, 10, 2, 11. He was just superb there, Russ. He is, look, I'm just in raptures over this horse. I really think potentially he could be anything. We'll see how that pans out. It doesn't always transcend from their juvenile racing years to their, open company, but he's just got all the makings. He is a beast. 3, 10, 2, 11. Thanks, mate. Place getters are returning, and a huge performance by Ignatius. I said he went into beast mode at the 200. Did he what? He roared away from them in the twinkling. and has clocked 151.3, 12 1/4 the official winning margin, but as I said, probably could have been greater if James wanted. 3:10 to 11. All clear, Rusty? Thanks, I appreciate the kind words, mate. Cheers. All clear. Now, what's the time? 3:26. I'll be back. I need to...
This afternoon. Present at the trackside rugging presentation, we have Mr. Brett Coffey, General Manager of Alabar, along with Miss Marissa DeMarco from Harness Racing New South Wales. She's a board member of Harness Racing New South Wales and Executive Director of Club Menangle, Mr. Michael Brown. They're over there doing the rug presentation as we speak, and very shortly we'll have connections of Ignatius along with our special guests at the presentation area. Ladies and gentlemen, we just witnessed a stunning version of the New South Wales Breeders' Challenge 3-year-old Colts and Geldings final. This one proudly sponsored by Vincent and Alabar, and Group 1 Glory going to number 3, Ignatius in grand style. He was a very impressive winner. Here at the trackside presentation, we do have Mr. Brett Coffey, General Manager of Alabar, along with Miss Marissa DeMarco, Board Member of Harness Racing New South Wales, and Mr. Michael Brown, Executive Director of Club Menangle. I'll call on Mr. Brett Coffey, who's going to do the official presentation to winning driver James Rattray. Todd Rattray, though, is here trackside to accept on behalf of James.
Thank you very much. On behalf of Alabar, I'd just like to thank the club and Harness Racing New South Wales for putting this race on. It's an honour to be a sponsor, and it's an honour to present this trophy to Todd on behalf of James, and same as last year. Congratulations.
On behalf of James, I'd like to thank Alabar, Menangle Racing, New South Wales. Thank you very much.
I'll once again call on Mr. Brett Coffey from Alabar to do the official presentation to the winning trainer of the race, which was James Rattray, who unfortunately isn't here again at the presentation. So we'll call on Brett, who's going to do the official presentation to Todd again.
Thank you. I should also say congratulations to Ignatius. This guy's a genuine superstar. This race is sponsored on behalf of Vincent as well. He won this race last year, and Ignatius looks like he's on that path. So congratulations.
I should have kept him in my name. Thanks again, Alabar, Harness Racing New South Wales, Menangle, and to the owner for bringing him up here. And James has done a good job. Thank you.
I'll now call on Miss Marissa DeMarco from Harness Racing New South Wales, board member of Harness Racing New South Wales, who is going to do the official presentation to winning owner Lorraine Graham.
On behalf of Harness Racing New South Wales, I'd like to thank Alabar for the sponsorship of this fantastic race, and I'd like to congratulate the winning owner, Lorraine Graham. What a fantastic achievement. I think he is a superstar of the future, and you're very lucky to have him, and we look forward to seeing him back at Club Menangle again next year. Thank you.
I'd just like to say thank you to Alabar for sponsoring the race. I'd also like to say thank you to Club Menangle and Harness New South Wales. Particularly a big thank you to James for looking after him and training him, and also to Cody and Todd. Thank you.
Congratulations, Lorraine. Now I'll call on Marissa DeMarco once again to do the official presentation to the winning breeders, the Rattray Family Trust, and Todd is going to accept that trophy.
On behalf of Harness Racing New South Wales, I'd like to congratulate the winning breeder, which is the Rattray Family Trust. The Rattrays have had their fair share of nice horses, and I think this is another nice one they've bred, so thank you.
On behalf of the family, thank you very much, Alabar, New South Wales and Menangle again. The Dad's breeding's starting to get going again now, so he's done a terrific job, so hopefully there's some more coming.
Once again, congratulations to everybody involved with the winner of the 2018 New South Wales Breeders' Challenge 3-year-old colts and geldings. Congratulations to everybody involved there. Thank you to Mr. Brett Coffey, the General Manager of Alabar, along with Miss Marissa DeMarco, Board Member of Harness Racing New South Wales, and of course Mr. Michael Brown, Executive Director of Club Menangle. And that wraps up the presentation for the New South Wales Breeders' Challenge 3-year-old colts and geldings.
The leader as they swing in is Ignatius. He had a look across. Pickard's a length and a half behind. And then came Mackerel as Ignatius bursts into beast mode. Look at him go. Ignatius 3 in front. Now 4 in front of the 100-metre mark. And is roaring away from them, Ignatius. Great battle to minus. Pickard whacks away and will probably hang on to second. But Ignatius, huge, has beaten Pickard. For third, we've got either Mackerel the Bus, Wardan, and then Bella Ball Terror. Everybody loved Ray. Then came further back to Lexus with a View, Bracken Sky, and Ain't No Better, 26.9. He's run 151.3 and did it comfortably.
Yeah, he went great today. Sort of worked a bit to find the lead, but yeah, controlled the race after that.
Were you ever worried at any stage of the race that they were going to get to you?
No, not really. He's travelled well the whole way. He sort of felt pretty sharp.
And he kicked clear in the home straight, 26.9 that last quarter, but how much horse did you have left under you?
Oh yeah, it was a pretty fast quarter, and if something come and race him, I reckon he'd be in for the fight.
And what are the plans now with this little champion?
I reckon Breeders' Crown, end of the season.
All right, and do you think he'll stay up here in that time, or will he go back down to Tassie?
He'll stay up here. He'll stay up here probably for the heat and see what Todd wants to do after that.
Now you've won a few big races here at Tabcorp Park Menangle, obviously with your champion pacer Bowtied, and now you've got Ignatius. How do the two horses compare? Everyone's been comparing them. Are they similar? Do they have similar traits?
Yeah, they do. They're both fast horses and very good stayers as well. So yeah.